Hi guys, and welcome to DIY Ideas, and welcome to a new loop scarf tutorial. I'm going to show you a really nice and easy loop scarf here without crocheting, without knitting, with another technique actually, and yeah, I'm going to show you obviously how this works. Have fun! Okay, so here we are. We have this really easy loop scarf with this puffy wool. So with this cool yarn, we have these loops on it, and so you kind of just pull the loops through the other loops, and that's kind of how you make stuff. So it's really easy if you make this right in rounds, because it's going to be a loop scarf. So let me show you the wool here. You don't need any crocheting hooks or knitting needles. You just use your fingers, so it's really easy. You don't need anything. It's 100% micro polyester, it says, and let's see, 100 grams and 9 meters, and I'm only actually going to use this one ball of yarn. That's all I need. And then the color here is called number 2. It's a nice, kind of burnt yellow, burnt orange maybe. So I'm gonna make a single loop scarf here, so you just put it over your head once. You don't have to like wrap it around a couple times. And so let's see. I want to make sure here that I make a round with the loops, or like a circle, let's say, just as big as I want my scarf to be, so it's comfortable on my neck and fits over my head as well. And I think this looks pretty good here. And then here's my start, the beginning, right? That's kind of where the little thread here is. And then I will take basically where I want the length to be. And then the next loop that is, next up, I will pull it through the first loop of my round. And with that, we already have a circle. And then we have here the working thread, and then the rest here is the round. So I'm always going to take the next loop of the loose thread, and then we'll take the next loop in my circle, and then I will just pull it through. Okay, just like this. And so the loops kind of just stay inside the loop by themselves. So it's pretty stable just by itself. You don't have to like take that much care to make sure it doesn't slip out. So here, let's see, where's the next loop? And then we just pull it through from the back to the front into our circle. Okay. And here you can see what that's starting to look like. I already have 6, yes. So it's really quick, it's really easy. Now we take the next one, pull it through. Here, next one. Again, we pull it through. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. In this case, our working thread, our working yarn is behind, and so we just pull the loop from behind through the loop in our circle. Always from front to back, the new through the old. I'm going to continue doing this the whole loop around, and then I'll show you how to continue. Okay, so here we are at the end of our first row. And you can see, this is what it looks like. We have this whole first round done, and you can see that the new loops are all just like poking out here on the top. And this is where we stopped. So from the first round, there's no more loops left that I need to do of the first row. And so here's the first loop that I actually used for the first row. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take the working thread and pull it through the next loop, or the first loop actually. So here we already have 2 loops above of each other, and here's the third one coming through. Okay, and that's just what we're gonna do. So we continue doing the exact same thing, just now we are in the second round. Okay, so nothing really changed. We don't have to really do anything once you get to the new row. You just continue in the same exact pattern that we were doing. And that's how the scarf is just gonna grow in height. And I'm gonna do this just over the whole ball of yarn. And then obviously I will show you what to do at the very end. Okay guys, so here's a little quick update in the meantime. So you can see here how nicely we're like growing this scarf, right? How fast this is growing. Super nice and compact. And this is actually what it looks like from the inside. So you have like this nice like wave pattern. And then here we have the nice, just like regular stitches, always just right on top of each other, really nice and orderly. Yeah, just nice rows. And then inside we have these kind of waves. And I'm gonna continue and I'll see you then. Okay, so here we are with another update, and I'm almost out of wool. So it's a really, really nice height here. Obviously you would kind of like puff it together a little bit on your neck. And obviously up here we have the open loops left. So we have the last loops open here. And so what do we do here with the open loops? So we start here. The first one that's, you know, next and open, it would have been the one that I would have used next. But I'm going to take that one and pull the one that's in front of it through this. Okay, so this one's like safe now. It can't like come back out by accident. And so I'm going to continue doing this the whole length of the scarf. So you can see here I'm always pulling always through the loop that's like before, kind of, right? So I'm taking the next loop and I'm pulling it through the one that I'm holding. If that makes sense. And so with that, we kind of just move all the way around the scarf until we have secured all of the loops. Okay, and so this is kind of the upper corner. And then here we are done with the whole round. Here we have the very last loop open. And so what we're going to do here is I'm going to cut off the last 3 loops that are unused. Be careful here not to cut them too close to the loops. It's better to leave a little bit of the loop, otherwise sometimes they just kind of unravel and you cut the thread basically. Yeah. And so I'm going to take this thread here. I'm going to pull it through the last open loop that we have. And with that, we have the last loop secured also. And then we can kind of take this left over thread and just kind of weave it through some of the fabric. And with that, we're securing the thread also, and we're hiding the last little bit. Because the wool is very fuzzy and, you know, fluffy, you can't really tell that I'm hiding the thread here afterwards. Gonna pull it through here too. Yeah, as you can see here, it's you can't tell at all where I'm hiding this thread. And then the last little bit I'm just gonna cut off. And then here we have the finished product. You can kind of, you know, make it like kind of pull the thread in certain places when you feel like it doesn't look the best. But yeah, super, super cozy. And then here we have, obviously the beginning thread that we have to hide. So I'm going to kind of also weave it through the fabric here until it kind of disappears. Okay, so just kind of hiding it, and then it's done. Basically, yeah, not visible at all. And then we're done with this super cozy loop scarf. I'm gonna show it here again. So yeah, it's super nice and fluffy. You can kind of, yeah, wear it around your neck, kind of scrunched up. So it's nice and warm. The size, obviously, you can kind of vary depending, you know, on the size of the head or the neck, whatever you might need. It looked a little tight maybe, but it's actually a really nice width, I think. And it's, yeah, just super cozy. But obviously you can go ahead and measure the head and neck of whoever you're making it for. And if you did like this tutorial, then please let me know and subscribe to my channel. And then I will see you next time here at DIY Ideas. Bye!